Morning. All right, let's see what we have here. Market's up this morning. Let's see what we have here. Nothing yet. Everything gapped up pretty nice. See if we can get some pullback on some things and rock out. Let's see what we have here. It's pulling. Apple, nice push. There goes Apple. Pop that top. We can run. Good work, Apple. Let's go, Apple. Let's go, Apple. Can you pop it? Can you pop it? What are you gonna do? Check not pulled that yet. There we go. Let's see if we can pop it. There we go. There we go. Let's tighten this up. Tighten up. Come on. Get one more pop. You don't look like you want to do it. We're getting pullbacks. Just get out. Nice quick 200. All right. Let's not force anything. We're getting pullbacks. See if you'll pull back. Apple's pulling back. I think we've nice little pop on that. We'll see what happens. All right. So Nvidia looks nice today. Nvidia is running. As I mentioned yesterday, if it pops at top, I think it can possibly push. It is actually trying to get out on square on that pop. I'm happy I did pop out real quick. Now let's move on out of that, off of my back. No positions other than the square. I just got real quick at the open for that little pop. I have nothing on the table other than those swings, which we all know I am still in Apple as a swing, and I still have my square as a swing on the option side. So we'll see what we can get in there. You guys also know I'm in Nvidia on a swing as well. So far so good. Not much. I thought I could have got this to pop and break out and push to around here, but I didn't get it. Got rejected, pulled back, so I got out. I mean, it might give it now, but I don't think I'll try to get in it. I had got it right down here, so I'm not gonna risk the little gain I just made on that on the equity side. So I'll leave that alone. What I would like to see is Apple get moving today, which would be nice. Is what I'm looking at. I didn't see any earning plays that I liked it today. I was actually going through different ones, so I didn't have any. That's why I tried to play that square out the gate. See if I could have got a quick pop out of it, which I did. Just pulling back. Let's see if you can hold. I would love for it to reclaim that 182.91 level so Apple can start pushing higher. Overall, market is starting to pull back as well. A little extended, but I don't think it's going to give us much to the downside. Looking at everything here, everything still looks good to push higher. So that's a plus. Let's see if we can get Apple to curl right around here and start pushing higher as well. That's what I'll be looking on that. Seeing any setups. I was looking at Roku. Notice Roku was down this morning, but I think they got downgraded by somebody. I didn't see a price target, so I didn't want to screw around with that. Square actually looks like it wants to break out, but I didn't get it on the pop, so I'm fine. I'm not going to screw around with it. But I don't see any clear-cut, nice setups that I like taking in the morning. I was in that square, but if square pushes, I'll be upset that I jumped out so fast. I didn't get caught in a pullback. And it looks like it wants to break that top. See, rejected at it again. I thought I would have popped it and pushed hard out the gate, but it didn't give me what I was looking for, so I just jumped out. Nvidia is doing as we talked about yesterday. Nvidia is giving us exactly what we was looking for. Not mad at all with Nvidia. There it goes. As you can see, pop it. I thought we can push. It has some nice room to 168 in a few days. I think that's where it's probably going to try to head to if we don't get it today. But I think it's going to try to push towards that 168 area. That was a nice range break. So that's what I was looking for. So that's looking good so far. And not upset about that. So let's see, it is a look extended, so let's see if we can get a nice little pullback on Nvidia. What I would like if we do get a pullback, I want to see it come back down to either 164.83 or 164.39. Hold those levels and see if we can start getting this curl higher. Like I said, market had a little gap up, so I figured that we'll probably get a little pullback. But looking at everything I'm looking now, the only thing that looks, and they don't look weak yet because they haven't broke the level, is financial. So, but everything else is pretty much looking good. And I still have my futures chart up. That's still holding up. So far, I still think we push higher on the market. Let's look at that sector. That sector as well is pulling back. So what just happened? What are you doing? There it goes. Just a nice little pullback. So again, we're looking good. I'm waiting on Apple to curl and go. Good thing we stayed away from Square because Square is pulling back. So great call to get out on that. So here it goes, holding up so far. So we're looking good. I'm not going to put any pullbacks yet because I still have this support. Other than that, even though it's extended, that's where I wanted to come down, hold, and see if we can push this higher. Like I said, don't have any equity positions on. So right now, I am just watching my swing so far. Facebook, what a nice pop and push. I don't have anything on that. AMD, as we spoke of yesterday, did go and push. Matter of fact, let's just pull that up. Remember we discussed about AMD yesterday? And someone asked me about AMD. I'm not sure who it was. But if you look at AMD, that level that we had marked yesterday, that blue one, remember I said I want to see how it reacted. See how it reacted. So it did. So this might be a level I'll keep on my chart. As you can see, it did hover around it. It was playing around it. So it's kind of showing me that it has some significance into this. So I'll watch that from now on. Keep it on there for a little bit and see if it can go into the white color. But like I said, I thought it can push towards 24.01 yesterday. We're heading towards that still. Haven't got it yet, so that's a plus. You break that 24.01 and have room to 24.55 would be the next spot I'll be looking on that. I don't have a swing. As I told you guys, I thought Nvidia would give you a bigger move, so I played Nvidia over AMD, and so far we are getting the bigger move out of Nvidia. There we goes. And here we go. And like I said, I thought it was going to pull back. We didn't get the pullback. Everything is holding up. And we are now pushing. I am looking for that 168.18 level. Probably get some resistance around there, and then we can go from there. But we'll see. So far so good. Nvidia, just like we discussed yesterday, broke that level, looked to go long. It is looking good. So that's a plus so far. Let's go ahead and ratchet up. Let's see if it does pull back where we can pull back to. So what I would do is pull a pullback area possibly. Let me get this because it's extended right now, so we can get this to pull back a little bit. Let's edit this and see if it does pull back. And what we will want to see it hold is 165.40 if we do get a pullback. 40. Oh, I'm just screwing up everything this morning. 165.40 will be the pullback I'll be looking for. Let's do a halfway extension so we know what we're looking at. There we go. Nvidia. Thank you, thank you, thank you. That's how you rock it out. So Nvidia is looking awesome. Said here it goes, heading towards that 168.18. Is it 18? Yes, 168.18. Square, good call that we jumped out of that square. I got out. Happy I did now. I was a little upset at first because I thought it was going to keep popping, but as you can see, we got the pullback on it. It didn't continue. It didn't break that 77.53 and hold above it that I was looking for, so I jumped out this morning. Only equity position I had on the table. It did pull back, so it was a great call by me. I'm happy with that call to get out of that one. SPY is extended. That should be pulling back. Looking at that here on this screen in front of me. Nice little pullback, but it's not much of a pullback. It's pretty much sitting right at the pullback and holding up so far, so that's a plus. Let's see if we can get that going. That sector is looking good. It seems like that chip sector seems like they want to pull back here. So we might get some kind of pullback pretty soon. It is extended. No, it felt the extension. So let's see what happens. If we can continue to run. Almost there on Nvidia. We're almost there. Let's pull that back up. Almost there, guys. Almost there. Come on, baby. There we go. 168.18. Sorry, that's what I'm looking for. Let's see if we can nail this. It is extremely extended. So again, if it does pull back, I think we'll pull back to 165.40 area is what I'll be looking for on that. So that's a plus. Looks good. Let's get some levels on this. Since you're so extended, I would like to see what you can possibly pull back to. There we go. So again, if you're scalping that Nvidia, and if I was scalping it, what I'll probably do is ride this little wave here. If you break this, you'll probably get a nice little pullback on that. Is what I'll be looking on that for now. Square is holding up pretty nice here. Watching that in the corner of my eye. I think we're going higher on the market now. Market did pull back, held. Looking good so far. Ooh, AMD. AMD. Whoever took that yesterday, your AMD is looking good. Look at that, baby. You got the 2401 spot. Now that is also pushing. Sorry, my laptop I got to take that screen. There we go. So you should be heading 2455 on AMD now. So that's looking good for whoever took that yesterday. I know someone asked me about it. There goes square. I should have took it again, but don't like to keep trading that like that, especially because we didn't get that breakout. I don't know why isn't this doing what I want to do right now. Sorry if I keep flipping around a whole lot on you guys this morning. It's just I don't have. I'm trying to see if I can get another equity position, get in some equity side and scalp something else. I'm kind of liking the square setup right here. I can take it again and see if I can nail it. That's only a 25-cent move. I don't want that. Reason why I don't want to take it is just 25 cents from here to here. This morning I had it down here and it ripped, so I don't want to take this one here, especially because we can't even hold above that trend. So not even screwing with it. If anything, if I take square again today, what I'll look for is that 77.53, and then I'll try to get it to about a 50-cent move, which would be 78, which would be a decent return, 50% return on that. So that's what I'll be looking on square. Let's see if I can scalp that on the equity side. So we'll see if we can get that going. But I won't touch that unless I can get that 77.53 break, hold above it, and then I'll try to see if I can nail a quick scalp to 78 on that. But until then, I won't touch square anymore. Apple's still pulling back, so that tells me the market wants to pull back a little bit pretty soon. But Apple's on only week one, so we'll see. We shall see. Go. Let's see if we can get it, or I can take it here and just risk that. If I get the breakout, I can get more of a pop off of it. You know what? How's the market looking? Everything looks like it want to push, push, push. I don't want to get caught in that nasty pullback. Not chat mark. Don't force that one. What's the spread? Not bad spread. Alright, we'll see what happens. See if I can scalp that one. Come on. Get the pop. Just tight stop, guys. We're jumping in early on this one. Just keep it tight. If this goes below this trend again, I'm going to jump out. Just trying to keep it tight. We're in this little range, and I hate trading ranges like this. So whenever I do that, I'll just keep this tight. If I can't get this pop. Watching the market. Market wants to pull back. Apple is pulling back. I'm trying to see if we can get this one more pop. If not, I will get out. Just keep it tight. 50 bucks. That's all I have on this so far. That would give me what, 250 on a day. Come on. Come on. Pop, please. There you go. Just give me the pop. Give me the pop. Come on. See if we can get this to pop this high and get a nice little scalp off of it. Trying to keep it tight here. I am out. I am not going to mess with it. I'm out. Couldn't get it. I don't think he's going to give it to me. I just don't like Apple pulling back again. I am out on it. So 250, not what I'm looking for so far today. I'm not getting that explosive moves. Just don't want to get caught in a pullback, and it seems like it might give it to me. If it does, 2 attempts, we're still green on it. 250 on square so far. Not much, not what I look for. Not happy with it. On the equity side, we tried. So far, no breakout. So it seems like we might have made the right call on getting out on it again. So 2 quick scalps on square. Not the greatest profits on it. 250. Not what I wanted. I don't feel as if I got what I was willing to risk on it. I didn't get what in like my return, my R&R. So that's why I'm not that happy with that trade. So kind of forcing some things here on square because I didn't have any good play setups. So far so good, Carlos. Not what I like to start the morning off. Up 250. I scalped it twice on square. I'm trying to get this breakout, but it's just looking at the market. Got the market pulling. I'm not seeing the follow through on Apple. A couple tickers that I look at, and it seems like it's finally going to break out. Damn it. That's what I was looking for. You break this, it can push to 78. I made 2 attempts on it. It wasn't giving me the follow through I was looking for, Carlos, so I just backed off. Just took what I could get out of it. And now it seems like it's probably going to break and give me the push towards 78 that I was looking for. It happens. I just wasn't feeling it this morning. And see, it still hasn't gave you the follow through, and that's what I'm having. That's what I had issues with this morning here when we popped it here. It wasn't giving me a follow through break, so I took profits. I tried it again. We got this pop, and then it started sitting around here. I didn't feel comfortable, so I got out again. And now it seems like it's trying to gear out to give me the push I was looking for towards the 78. But I made 2 attempts at it. I didn't get it on the first or second, so I just backed out. It is what it is. Nvidia is trying to pull back. Let me readjust that level to where I think that can possibly pull back to real quick, and then I will torture myself with square. So let's see. Let's like ratchet you up a little bit to edit you. You could possibly pull it back to 165, 68. Let's just take you up a little bit. You broke the trend. So probably just a little bit. Probably want to come back here. I would like to see it settle around this level and see if we can get a continuation on that. Is what I'm looking for. But so far I'm looking for 168.18 on that spot that we talked about yesterday is what I'm looking for on that breakout. So we'll see what happens on that. Let's go ahead and set some kind of alert on you now. That you come on. There it goes. Let's just create an alert. That's that. Let that set. Let's see if we can. Let's see if I was a chicken today on Square, and if Square just played with my emotions, which is looking like it did today. Yeah, might have had that one. Seemed like Square played with my emotions today. I tried it twice, and it's finally doing it now. Oh, come on. That would have gave me what I was looking for today in profits. AMD looks good still. 2401 held up. That should possibly want to, like I said, that should be going, I think, 2450 something. Did I say 2455 on AMD? So, again, looks good. NVIDIA still looks good. Yep. Square is going to give me the push. Look at it, guys. I was a wuss today. I mean, I started off green. I should have risked some of the profits I made in the morning. Nvidia, bro, is breaking that trend we set the alert on, so that's a plus. I'm looking at it now here. Oof. I just grabbed 500 shares. I was trying to get a quick little move, but it wasn't giving it to me. Ah. Oh, well. It just wasn't getting it to me. I didn't want to get yanked because, listen, that second time I entered it, if it yanked on me, all my profits would have been gone that I scalped first thing in the morning. So I didn't want to give that up and go red on the day. So I just kept it super tight. Damn it. A little upset about that, but it happens. I'm not red, so I'm not too upset. Damn. That can pop plus to 78. That's a full point. I would have got all my money already. Oh, man. All right, so let's watch this Apple. I think Apple's gearing up down here. See if Apple can start gearing up. If so, I want to scalp anything on Apple. Let's look at this real quick. Okay, what's my risk? 162, 50-cent risk. Let's see something. See if we retest hold. It's not ready yet. On that pullback, don't like it. See if you come down a little bit more. We'll readjust these levels on you. I think it's not giving me what I'm looking for, so I'm not going to keep you as a solid trend. Let's push you out a little bit. Just got rejected there. See if we can finally violate you and get some kind of curl going. I might try to scalp some on that. Don't see anything else. I know, Carlos, I'm green, but it's just when you have them, I just hate when I screw up good entries like that. Just because I was freaking out, a little scared because I didn't want to give up my early morning gains. That sucked. Let me get reback focused so I don't screw up on anything. Apple. Try to chase Apple just now. I would have got hurt if I did take that one. Let's see if we can get set up somewhere. Square is probably wants that 78 spot. Futures are looking awesome. So market is probably going to rally and push higher. I just don't see any true setups. I wanted to try to get in on this Apple for a quick scalp, but I can't take it down here until we break this trend, and it shows me that I want to push higher. So far, this is on a clear pullback, and I don't want to take it on that pullback. So we'll wait on you, Apple. Square looks nice. Again, they still have strong follow through. SPY wants 280, 115 on SPY. Seems like that's where it's probably going to get some nice little resistance if it keeps this strength up this morning. This is what I'll be looking at. And futures are also coming right into resistance. So we're getting we might start getting some pullbacks once we get around this area is what I'm thinking. on this. So if you look at the futures that I'm watching as well, that's coming into some resistance. So another reason why I'm not trying to pull much here, because we're getting majority of our explosive moves. See, as you can see, I got resistance coming in on that as well. So we might get a nice little push. I would love for us to break that. If we break that, I think we can start seeing this market rally some more. And I think that's where we're going on both levels. So that's what I'm watching right now. And then see what happens from there. Square is still holding up. Apple. I want to take something on Apple, but I can keep a tight stop on that if I do right here on the scalp. Let's see what you're doing here. What are you doing? Still not breaking it. Can't do it. So you might want to come down just a tad bit more. So I'll watch you. See if I can get this break and finally try to push it. Is what I'll be watching on Apple. See if I can scalp that today. You know what I'll do? I'll scalp it now. If we get the 180.50, if we close below 180.53, I'm going to exit that scalp on Apple. So I am in Apple right now. Let's see what happens. See if I can get a push towards that 182 level on a quick scalp on Apple. This is what I'll look on it. Let's see. Market seems like it wants to continue to push. Apple pulled back, selling. If we can pop this trend, see if we can get something going on this, I'll be happy. So just a scalp. Stops will be 180, 153 for me. See if I can get that going on Apple. Don't see much negative on the charts I'm looking at. Everything seems like it wants to push higher. So we'll see what happens. Not much there. And there goes Square. Damn it. No matter what, my stop is going to be at 180, 153 on this. Will not give much back to the market. See if that can get going down here on that break. We'll see what happens on that. Nvidia still looks good. I need to raise those on Nvidia. I want to raise that pullback on that to where it just dropped down to. Just give me a second. We'll come back to Apple. Seems like it's not ready yet. NVDA. Let's just change levels on you real quick. You are still looking good. I want to bring you right about down, right below that. Edit properties. We're going to take you right up to 166.16. 66.16. How about that? Okay. Right around there. Let's bring you there. All right, let's watch Apple. Go back to Apple. Keep it tight, Apple. See what you got for me. Oh, Apple is just so slow today. Can you get going or not? Got a little trend for me here on Apple. If you break it, you might yank on me. So I'm watching this little trend right here on Apple. If it snaps it, I know I get a nice little pull on it. So that's what I'm watching on it. So I'm keeping it extremely tight on Apple so far still. Trying to scalp it. Doesn't look like I'm going to get what I'm looking for. Come on, Apple. What are you going to do? Keep you tight. Will you go? Will you not? SPY, we're almost there. 281.15, almost there. Futures are almost there as well. Both are heading towards those levels I mentioned earlier. Apple is the only one not doing what we want. Here's the break, not holding up. So guys, we're probably going to get stopped out on this one. Let's see what happens. And the reason why I'm not giving it any more than that 181.53, because if that breaks, then I have to give it room to 180.73, and I'm not doing that. So once that level breaks, I'll exit and probably revisit it and see if we can get a nice trend break somewhere else. But so far, still in it. Let's see what happens. What are you going to do, Apple? Keeping it tight. Seeing if we can get this to curl. See if you can curl, Apple. What are you going to do here? Nvidia still looking good. Held up. Pull back. No longer extended. That looks like it wants to go higher, which is a plus. AMD just pulled back. Filled the extension. Let's see if that can hold. If not, that can pull back down to 2380. That level must hold. Wow. Thought we'd get bigger moves. Alright. Market is a little extended here. Come on, Apple. Can we get you going? Can we get the curl? It's not looking like it. It's like we're gonna flag and pull. Hold on, Carlos, you say you're trading JNUG? You got a nice uptrend. I just want to see if I'm going to get stopped out on this. I should have freaking scalped NVIDIA since it had the most strength out of everything this morning. First is trying to play this trend break. We'll see. I mean, I can't complain. We still have 181.53 holding up, so I mean, trade is still in my favor, and this is the only reason why I'm still sitting in this Apple. Until that level breaks, I won't exit that trade. That's my risk on it. So we'll just watch that one since that's the only one I have equity on. All right, there goes NVIDIA. NVIDIA is pushing now, almost to the level that we wanted. That 168. What was it? 168.18. Almost there. So NVIDIA is looking great. Nice strength. I'll just flip it real quick so you guys can see it. NVIDIA spot is almost there. Market is still looking strong, so everything is a plus to the upside. There we go. Held up, as you can see. 168.18 is what I'm looking for. Not a bad morning so far. Yep. JNUG. Overall, yeah, overall that chart is super strong. Looks awesome on JNUG. That don't look bad at all. Let's pull Apple up. Still holding so far. What are you going to do, Apple? You're basing here. If you're giving me my base, can you curl and get this over with so I can get my profits and get the hell out? Come on, Apple. Don't screw up my morning and give me a negative trade. What are you going to do, baby? Apple seems like I'm gonna get stopped out. Looks like I'm gonna get stopped out, guys. It's probably gonna blow up. Will I get stopped out? Will I get stopped out? Come on, NVIDIA. Almost there on NVIDIA. Yep, I'm probably gonna get stopped out on this one. Right to it. Let's hit position. And if you close below this, we're out. What are you gonna do? Close below it? I gotta get out. Come on. Come on, what are you gonna do? Pop. That's it. So Apple stopped out. See if we can make that back somewhere else. That didn't go as planned. Right into it. Oh my gosh, did I really just sell that right into that? All right, let's see if we can get back in on this one. Give it one more go around. I'm gonna set you right about here. Get you a pullback. What are we looking at here? Start looking at stuff. Let's see if we can nail you back. Revisit you. APC. Let's wait. $181. We have to wait for that closer level. I won't pull you. Wait till we get closer on you. Boom, almost there, guys. Couple cents on NVIDIA. Apple's still pulling back. Can't touch it yet. I have to respect that chart. Now, we tried it. Didn't work on the bounce. Now I'll wait for it to show itself for me to see if I can scalp that again. NV. Almost there on NVIDIA, guys. So far I missed it by 3 freaking cents. Are you serious? Alright, let's ratchet. Let's move this up just a tad bit more. And let's edit you now. Edit properties. Let's take you back up to 166.95. So far, good call to get out of that Apple. Apple is still pulling like I said it would. So I'm not upset that we exit that one. We can always re-enter and see if we can nail it. See, as you can see, it's still pulling. So, good choice. Let it come down. See if we can get back in it. Nothing true. Looking for some setups. Jesus. It's pulling. Roku, nothing. Square, nothing. Who's carrying the market today? BA is not doing anything. Financials, I guess. Yeah. Financials is carrying the market today. Wow. So banks are strong. Let's go look at some banks. That's what everybody's at right now. JP Morgan. You're strong today. So you guys are taking the lead. Yep. So banks are what's carrying this market and giving us this little push. So once you guys break down, you're telling me that the market can collapse. Okay. But the semis are also strong too, A and B. And pull back as well. Hit the spot, couldn't hold it. Need to get back above that, push higher. So far so good, guys. I'm not in any, I don't have any equity positions on as of right now. ABC. Let's see if I can get some on. I don't know anything about ABC, but we can check it. Can't get that. Look at this move already. Not squaring it. Get my head toe up. It's a quiet morning for me so far. I need to get that back. That's cute. What are you looking like? Can we scalp you yet? Nothing there still. You want more downside. Let's clean you up. Remove. Let's see if we can get some off this level. Nothing. Can't mess with that yet. So Apple's still coming down. So good thing we got out, because I would be getting cream right now on Apple. So 2 for 1, not bad. Just not happy with that Apple trade. I think I forced it, but 2 for 1 so far this morning. I got to get at least a 3 for 1. Make me happy. I need one more scalp. And I'm not seeing anything yet unless I plan on taking puts. Nothing yet. Still look good. SPY's almost there, guys. Almost 281.15. Nvidia's curling, looks like it wants to go more, so I'm gonna ratchet up those support levels on that. Let's take that up a little bit more now that we getting this second move. Edit properties. Let's take you up to 167.04. Just to bring you up a little bit more. I think that should be good. 167.04 should be all right. if we can get this back up here again. Just have to be patient on it. All right, SPY. Did we hit our spot on SPY? Seems like we're right at it. Right there. Bingo. As you can see, 281.15, 281.15 spot hit. Needs to get above that for us to see more upside on it. I think at that point, where can we go? Where can we go? I mean, it has room to move. I'm seeing the 281, but first I would say, let's see if we do break it. Where do I see this going possibly for a quick push? Let's say 281.87. Let's edit you. 281.87. 87 possibly. And so I know that this is just a level I want to see if we can push towards. Probably right around here. 281.87. We break that level, hold above it. That's what I'll look for first. Then after you break that, then I think we have room to about the 284 area, which would be right around here. First, I would like to see us break this 281.87 if we can pop that 281.15 level on it. If you look at the futures as well, we hit the spot on futures as well. There's a spot. Nailed it. Bingo. Actually popped a little bit above it. Now let's see if we get some kind of pullback on that as well. If it does, we would like to see, let's get this on here. And it's probably going to get it before I get there. Let's edit that. Let's write you down. 2811, 2811.39 possibly. And let's go edit you so I know that is just a support area I'm looking for real quick. Left extension, take you off. And it's actually hidden now. Let's see if that can hold up. If not, we can probably get a pullback on it. But overall, that chart was pretty strong out of the gate. And let's see if it holds. If not, we can start pulling back down, getting a little correction on today's market. Nvidia still has not broke the level I'm looking for it to break to get more upside, so I'm still watching that as well. Tested it, tapped it off by 3 cents, but still I would like for it to pop that to push higher. If not, possibly get a pullback here. That pullback and hold, and then we'll get a nice little pullback on it. Let's see if we can get some trends on this. I haven't been doing any cleanups. Let's clean this up a little bit. Here, take you off. Let's take you off. Yep, break that. It's going to try to come retest this trend here and see if it can hold. That's what I think it'll probably do. So that's what I'm looking on that. Apple, I'm watching Apple. I want to nail that. See if I can get a push to the upside, but I'm not going to get just stuck on it, because that's when I take hits, that unnecessary hits, let's just say, on it. I just want to see if it can base somewhere down here. Once I start seeing the base and I see some kind of curl, I think I'm gonna give it another go and see if I can get a pop out of this. We'll see. So far it's basing. We'll see on that. All right, Nvidia, exactly like I said, there's the pullback on Nvidia so far. So far so good. It is, I mean, Apple is basing. What is that? 180.11. Do I want to give it that much room to the downside again? Got a little gap. There's a little extended, but it has. Now I'm waiting on that trend break. Let's wait on the trend break and see if we can test that. Especially with the market probably pulling back on that resistance, I'm not going to jump in that and get hurt. So we'll see as far as that. I'll wait on Apple, see if I can get that scalp on it for now. Again, financials is, I think, where it's at so far. Like I said this morning, I don't have a position in any of the financials so far. So that's why I'm not really pulling it up. But they are looking pretty strong this morning. I think that's what's pushing the market today. Look at this. Just straight strength all morning. Look at this. Wow. Nice strength this morning. Okay, everything is pulling back, so it's a good thing we waited. So far, everything is pulling back, so that's a plus. I'm happy I didn't jump back into that Apple. I will wait. You have to show me. There you go. Yeah, I'm looking at are you CJ? I'm watching that Apple. I just seen your post. CJ is one of the guys I trade with in pro option calls. If you guys want to follow him, he has a Discord. He helps a lot of traders out in there. So I'm also I trade with him in that room from time to time with him. He's seeing a 181.55, huh? That fib, yeah, the fib gave up, so I gotta respect it, CJ. So I'm out of it. I'm trying to revisit it, but I got to see some kind of strength coming into the market. I think everybody's knowing that we're pretty much at the top right here, that 281.15 on the market, and everybody was trying to take profits while I was trying to bounce it. So small little hit. Just being patient on it. If I do take it again, that's a 13 risk if I take it here. What do you guys say? Should I try another one? Another scalp on Apple. 13-cent risk if I take it here. Let's see if we can pop this first. All right, so let's see if we can take it again. So I am in Apple again. I'm going to keep it tight stops. My risk is going to be right here. I'm not going to give it much more and see if I can get this going. So I am back in Apple. This will be the second attempt. If I go 2 for 2 today, I'm shutting down. I don't want to go red on the day. So we'll see what happens. We will see what happens. Let's see what happens. Apple will be gave me 2 red trades. Just does not curl here. I'm looking at this base here, and that's what I'm watching. That's why I'm trying to bounce it off this base. Took this trend out. I want to see if I can at least get to 181.53, and I'll be okay with that if we can at least pop it there. The only issue with this, and what I'm going against one of my rules, is that the market is into resistance, right? And with the market going into resistance, this can cause Apple to pull back more because the market is going to want to correct itself. So with that being said, I have to be mindful to that. So that's why I'm saying I'm going to keep real tight stops on this. So if it pulls right into this, I will be out. I won't take a risk because this market can try to correct itself. If not, this can possibly be a nice little base here to push up. And that's my thought process on it. And this is what I'm trying to do with the Apple. But again, I keep tight stops on it. I'm not going to screw around with it. And as you can see, we're pulling back here. I will give it, when I say extremely tight, I'm not going to give it much. I don't want to get hurt. But again, we'll see what happens. See if we can get this curl up. If not, that'll be a negative on Apple, which would mean I'm off. I don't have a good feel on Apple today, and I will back off of it. Seems like I had the better feel for Square, and I should have stayed playing Square today versus Apple. Here goes the pull. Now, if we break this 182 level, it's probably going to pull back down to this 180.73. Do I really want to give it that much room? Let's see what happens. Everything's still holding up. I mean, the market is just holding up. I'm just surprised Apple haven't geared up. Solid move on the breakout, holding a key level of support here. Let's zoom you out a little bit. Yeah, I mean, got some nice support here, which is 180.76. I have a 180.73. Could pull there. You know what? What I'll do is, if that 180.92 breaks, I'm not giving it no more than, because it had a strong support at 180.72, 73, 72 level. Extremely strong support. So I think if I do pull, we can get a solid base there and see if we can hold. If that level breaks, then at that point I would have to cut it on the equity side. And at that point, that would be 2 for 2 for the day, and I do not like those odds, which means I am off for the day, and I won't take any more trades if I cannot go 3 for 1 on this next attempt on Apple. That's my thought process. So the question is, can I go 3 for 1 or will I go 2 for 2? That will be the question on Apple today. And that's my thought frame. CJ, I'm with you, CJ. So CJ says he just bought some calls on Apple at 180.101. So he thinks it's going to push higher. Pretty much, I'm pretty sure he's seeing similar things. He charts a little different from me, but I mean, whatever you see and whatever you're comfortable with, what you trade. So, and he's pretty good when it comes to charting. He just bought some calls. He thinks he's going to push from here, which is a plus for me if he's seeing something, and he's pretty much seeing what I'm seeing, I guess. Seeing a nice base and possibly can push here. So we'll see what happens if we are right. I will probably give it to that 180.73 and see if we can hold. I won't give it any more than that because that's a strong level of support. It is extremely extended, I think, on the daily, so that can still come back down on me. I don't want to screw around with that. So we'll see. But I am still in my options contracts. 185. What is it? 185. Let me not say the wrong thing. For next week. Let me look at it real quick. Apple 322. Yeah, 185 calls. I'm still in that. My last position on that swing on the option side for next week. I'm still in it. See what I can get out of that. So I still got a good feeling that I can go higher. Brandy, it's a room. I was on Facebook. Atlas Trading Group is another group I trade with. Brandy, she's in that room. I pop in from time to time in her room as well. But it's a room that I found on Facebook. A couple guys who trade. Do you want me to send you that, Brandy? Their group name? I'll send it to you. I'm pretty sure they don't mind you coming in. They're pretty cool. Let me know, Brandy. Matter of fact, I'll just send it to you. I'll just put it in your room. I mean, I'm pretty sure they won't mind. Discord. Let me find the link and I will share it with you guys real quick. Alright, so far it's holding up. So let's see what happens. Let's see if we can get a curl here. Nice base. I mean, we thought we had, I thought I had a nice base earlier and it just didn't hold up. Cracked on me. But this seems like more of a solid base happening here. So let's see what happens. Let me go get that link for Brandy. Where do you get it from? I think this would be it. Copy link. Brandy. Control V. Yep. Just shared that with you guys. I just shared it with you, Brandy. I just posted it in your room. So let me know. Oh, Altus. I just posted it, Brandy, and shared it with you. So far, base is still looking good on Apple. Just the only thing I have on my screen because it's the only thing I have equity on so far this morning. And we'll see what happens. No problem, Brandy. So let's see, Nvidia is pulling back. Let's see if that pullback level holds up. That what I'm looking for. If not, we will be testing that trend on Nvidia. So spot was hit, as you guys can see. Well, I was off by 3 cents. It's pulling back now, right into that pullback, which is that 167.04 I was looking for. Let's see if that holds. If not, we can possibly test this trend. If this trend breaks, then we can get a nasty little pull on it. So that's what I'll be watching on that. Apple still hasn't showed itself yet. I don't think it has. Still fighting that bottom there. As you guys still holding it. I mean, we'll see. The question is, am I going 3 for 1 or I'm going 2 for 2? And then that'll be it for me. Come on, Apple. Don't end my day early. What are you going to do? Listen, Square was the one this morning, guys. I shouldn't have been screwing around with Apple. Square had the better breakout, hold up, and everything. Nah. Sometimes I'm stubborn. And that'll show you where stubborn gets you sometimes. Apple, you better do it. Hey, Brandy, you're already in there. All right, let's see what happens. Can we curl or can we go? I think Apple is trying to make a move. So listen, what I want to see, if Apple does start moving, we're going to try to walk this up nice and slow. And it seems like it's trying to. What I want to see it reclaim is 180, 133. Let's see if we can get it to get above 180, 133. And that can be a start of a sign to tell us that we might have just popped the bottom. So let's just put that in there. 181.33 is what I said is what I'll be looking for. Edit properties. Let's just make you a 33. I could leave it at 34. Let's do 33. Let's do 33. If we can get back above this 181.33, that can show you what I'm looking for. Is this little range? You know what? Let me clean this up too, because I will totally forget that I did this and then leave it on there and thinking it's a key level, which it isn't. So if we can start, if you can see this range that we're trading in, which I hate trading ranges, but I'm in it now, so I'm caught up in it. I got to deal with it. So now I got to start really watching this trade. So what I'm looking for, if we can reclaim 181.33, which is what I'm looking for, get above it, hold above this level, then I think that 181.50 3 is in the card. Once we reclaim that, I think we can start forming that push to the upside that I'm looking for. Another key level that we're probably going to have to take out is 181.38. So that's why I said 181.53 is what I really want to take out, because that'll put me above that 181.33 level. So we'll see what happens. Making some of that loss back already. Not much of it, just a tad bit of it that I just took on Apple already on that little push. So which is a plus. I still want to go 3 for 1. All right, so we're looking okay. We need to come out of this range. And once we come out of this range, we can possibly start pushing to the upside. It's what I'll probably be looking on that. So what I'll do now is let's start putting some kind of trend to the upside so we can visually see what's going on. So as you can see, we're starting to curl, so we can start pulling back. If we do put a pullback, I want to see it hold this. If not, I won't let this go back super red on me again. I'll probably just exit and just be okay with the 2 for 2 on the day. Minster, morning. Oh, I am currently 2 for 1 on the money on the equity side. I scalped Square twice this morning, nailed the scalps on Square, and then I was a knucklehead. Got a little cocky this morning. Went and tried to scalp Apple and got hurt a little bit on the pull. I'm currently in it again, trying to play this bounce, trying to recoup my little loss I took on Apple. So what I'm saying to myself, if I go 2 for 2, I'm done for the day. If I can win on this Apple, that'll put me 3 for 1, and I'll be okay with that trading, stats for today. So that's what I'm looking at. I would like for it to reclaim this 181.33 level. See if we can start pushing to the upside. But we have some strong resistance just above this. So what would make me happy if I can see us reclaim 181.53? That'll make me real happy on this trade. So Nvidia, just like I told you guys on the pullback, let's go look at it. Actually pulled back. It couldn't hold that level. We'll come back and look at Apple. Apple's pulling back. Let's see if it can hold that support level. If not, it can break it and go lower. As you can see, pull back. It's holding that level. If it does, just as long as it doesn't break this level, I think we get more upside on it. This is what I'm looking at. So far as holding the level. I wish I can get Apple to start doing what I want it to do so I can be happy with it. But Nvidia is looking good still. Apple on the pullback. Let's see what happened. What's going on with it? Not much of a pullback just yet. This is a very key level I think we have to take out. We got to break out of this range. Otherwise, we'll be range trading, which sucks. I hate doing that. Not my forte. I hate when it happens. But it seems like I might be getting stuck in a range trade this morning with Apple, which would suck. These are those days. Whenever I get caught up in these range trades like this, right? It seems like those are the days I sit here for hours and I just can't get up out of here. Because I'm stuck in a range trade. Especially on the equity side. And I hate when that happens to me on the equity side. Option side, I know what my max loss is. Because I do straight calls or straight puts. So I'm not too worried about it. Equity side, if that sucker yanks and go against me, it can keep going against me and I can get creamed. So I tend to watch those a little closer than I would on the option side. But I don't think I took a bad position the second time around on it, but we'll see. Again, market is still hasn't broke that 281.15 level again. Is what I wanted it to break today so we can see some nice continuations. We're struggling at that level. But hey, we'll see. Sideways trading. Let's see if we can come. So it's two things that can happen. This can consolidate some more to the side. Hold this level and we bounce it. Or it can consolidate to the side, break it, and then we're coming right back down to the bottom of this range. Let's see how it plays out. So far making some of my losses back. I need this pop. All right, I am still down a little on this pop, not green yet on that hit I took on Apple, so still need some work to be put in on this Apple to go green on the equity side. Let's see what happens. We'll stick with it. I know, Les. I am watching the futures. As you can see, I have the levels. Oh, Apple is looking good. So listen, let's see if we can get this curl. If Apple can get going, and some of these other tickers that I'm looking at that are pretty much consolidating down here, then I think the futures will break. And Apple is now looking like a beauty. There it goes. There we go, Apple. Now let's see if we can start getting this to push higher. I just need $1 to go green on this damn trade with that prop. So you can tell I took a nice little hit today. Not green, but green on my Apple trade. It's not overall day. Just on the Apple hit I took is what I'm trying to go green on. I'm down $2. Ay. Let's see if this can get going. If this can get going, I'll be happy. I'll be 3 for 1 on the day. Well, do I count that as still of a loss if I cleaned up the... I don't know. Well, I guess it is. It was a loss, and I had to go back in. So that would be 4 trades total. So it's either I'm going to be 2 for 2 or 3 for 1. Let's see what happens. But it's looking good so far. Yeah, we need some of these tickers to get moving off this bottom, lads, and then futures can get going. I'll pull that up. I had the level on that. We tested it. We pulled back on futures. Why is it doing this? Here it goes. So here it is. As you guys can see, it did pull back. We held that pullback level I was speaking of. We need to hold it. We're starting to create a range. We need to break this, hold above 281, then we'll have room to the upside to 28.18 on the futures level. SPY, same thing with SPY. We are actually testing some levels on SPY. Everything seems like it wants to get going, which would be awesome. So again, SPY, we was looking for that 281.15. We closed above that. I think at that point we can possibly push the 281.87 is what I'm thinking on it. Don't hold me to that, but we got to get out of that. That would be just 281.15 is key, and then this would be the big level, I think, to see if we can get a nice push to the upside. But we'll see. Apple is actually looking good. Still not green overall on Apple on the equity side, so we'll see. We will see. All right, so we're reclaiming it. See if we can get going. Still need some work to be put in. If we can reclaim probably 180, 139, I will start walking this level up a little bit. But for now, I'll just keep this up. I want to see us reclaim 180, 139, give us a push, then we can go towards that 180 to 12 spot, and we can go from there. So we'll see. I think Apple still got to put in some work down here. It's not out of the woodworks just yet. Still needs to put in some work. We'll see what happens. All right. So let's see if we can get back above 180, 139. Let's put that as the first spot. Let's just mark it. Why not just mark it, right? So see if we reclaim 180, 139. Let's do edit properties. We'll do off. And 181, 39, I guess, is what I want to see it hold. No, am I doing something wrong? I sure am. Sorry, guys. 181.59. Why did I say 39? I meant 59. 181.53, 59. There we go. I would like to get above this little level right here, hold above it, and then I think we can start making another move to the upside. All right, we're above it now. Let's see if we can hold above this. And if so, I think we can try to push more to the upside. Let's just stair step this baby back up. I am finally back green on today's Apple equity trade. Not by much. I want to do a little bit more work on it. I think we can possibly get back up to this 182 level. We'll see what happens. Let's see what happens. Not up. Trust me, not a lot at all. I did make up the little hit we took. So far, so good. So we'll see what happens. just keep tight stops on it. It's looking good. Seems like we're trying to come off the bottom here. Market, I would love for SPY to break this 281.15 and get rolling from this bottom play, but we'll see. Still can't hold that level just yet. Nvidia is about to break that 168.18 level. Once we break that, we should get more upside. We have to hold that level. Fast mark, no, don't care for that. And we can see what happens with that. So far so good. Not upset about it. We'll come back and look at Apple. Nvidia is actually trying to break out here. As you can see, it's trying to test it. Pull back, held that support level we spoke of. Now we need to pop this. We can pop this. We can get a nice little push out of it. So far so good on Nvidia. There it goes. Now we need to hold this level. Should get some nice pushing towards that. I think it's trying to now. If we hold above this level, I think we're going to 170.16 is where it would possibly try to push towards next. So that's about the room I'm seeing on it now. But we have to hold this level, and then we can walk this right up to 170.16 on Nvidia. So far so good. Looking good on Nvidia. I'm happy with that. Apple is the only one I'm not too happy with that I'm in today on the equity side. I could have traded anything else but Apple today. I'm sorry. Wrong. There it goes. But we'll see what happens. Let's see if this can go. Turn out to be a good trade for us. Still fighting. Yep. Netflix on the breakout. Netflix just took out the high of day. That's looking awesome. But I'm not in Netflix. Nice trade. I'm pretty sure Anthony is trading this. So Apple is the only one that we're in right now, and it's not giving us what we want on the day so far. It's just fighting me right now. It's just want to make my life difficult today, right? So far, all my levels on everything else has been working to perfection, but Apple. All right. Come on. What are you going to do, Apple? What are you going to do? All right. So we're holding that level. We reclaimed that 181.53 level, which is a plus. What I want to see is let's hold this level now. Let's see if we can get another push towards this trend. If we can reclaim this, I'll be ecstatic. Just go. Let me clean this up now so I don't get confused on some of this stuff. It needs to be cleaned up a little bit. Can I slap this in the channel or anything? Well, I don't see a channel just yet. Don't like it. I can clean you up now. Remove view off. What else can I take off? That doesn't mean much to me. What is this coming from? Yeah, I'll leave that on. See if Apple can get going. I don't know. I think we might have bought a good bottom on Apple. Let's see what happens. I'm still with you. You on CPS. All right, so it looks like we might get a push. Everything is looking good. Let's see if we nail this bottom. Can I go 3 for 1 is what I'm looking for. SPY now wants 281.87. Looks like that's where we're going on SPY, so that is awesome. 28.18, we almost hit the spot on futures as well. Look at that. Apple, you better get going. I need you to make my day. I'll be the happiest man if we can get Apple to get going today. Look at that. We're almost there, guys. 281.15 on futures. Just almost there is what we was looking for. So that's telling us we can start pushing on some things from the bottom. So that's awesome. SPY as well. Heading towards that spot we just mentioned, which is that 281.87 is where we want to see it go. It's where we're trying to get to. Again, as you guys know, whenever I do this, it's not a spot that's true resistance to me. It's just a level that I want to see it get to. Depending on how it reacts at that level is when I determine whether it's something I'll keep on my charts or not. But right now, this is just a sample area. I want to see how it reacts to this area. And then we can go from there. Apple. See what happens. Still holding up. It's trying, guys. It is trying hard. See what happens. Maybe is the heat on? It is freezing down here. So what do you guys think? Do we get Apple to push? Can Apple push? I don't know. I'm trying to see what is it going to do. My wife is probably going to kill me because I told her I wasn't going to trade long, but I wasn't expecting to get caught into this Apple. I'm supposed to go get breakfast. I'm probably starving and she's eating chips. Oh, man. She's probably a little upset right now, but she'll be all right. We'll see what happens. Come on. Can we get Apple to go, or Apple, will you just consolidate and come right back down? I don't know. And I am so happy I stayed away from Roku. Called that yesterday. I didn't like what I was reading on it. I thought it had more downside, so I didn't want to play it to the long side. And so far, we were right. Look at that. Oof. Wow. And got downgraded today. So happy I stayed away from that. I am ecstatic. Should have stayed away from Apple too, but stubborn in a way. Come on, Apple. Just pop. Stop playing around. Just get this pop. You know you want to. What are we? What's like? I don't see anything really holding us from popping here. All right, there goes Nvidia. Nvidia is still looking good, guys. Looking great, actually. Yep. All right. So far, so good. Just this tight little range here. It's just not breaking it, which is surprising to me. I would have thought we'd have had more of a flow off that 281.15 break on SPY, but I guess not. Apple is just being stubborn this morning. Oh my goodness. You are just being stubborn. All right, so we're probably going to raise these pullbacks on, let's raise that up while we're waiting on Apple to get going. I just want to adjust that level so I can see what's going on, and I can just glance at that chart, NVDA. Let's raise you up a tad bit more. Infinite properties. Let's take you up to about 168.41. 168.41. Did I put 41 and 51? I got screwed up. 41. Let's say right around there. Off. Hit OK. Ratchet you up a little bit. If you do get a pullback, let's see if we can pull back and hold that level. Almost there. 170.16 is in the card. Apple is trying to gear up here, so we're looking good on Apple as well. Everything's looking good. Square is just consolidating now. So not much. Straight range trading. As you can see, here's the range. So happy I backed off. Wish I'd have made the same call on Apple. I wouldn't be dealing with the range trading now. But never know. It might get going, and then I get paid on the equity side, right? So. And I know some people are asking me, why didn't I add on the dips? I used to add on dips like this, even though I knew where support was. But what happens is sometimes those support levels don't hold up, and you keep adding, and I blew up a couple accounts doing that. So I no longer add on pulls. If I'm wrong, it hits my spot, I get out, and I just revisit the trade. Just like you see me do today. Found the base and seen the consolidation. Seen it trying to rip back to the upside. Took the trend out. I took it long. And now look, because I cut my losses so fast, I am now green on the day on the Apple trade. So if I can get that 182.12 spot, I probably will take profits and walk away on the day green on Apple, and I will be happy with that. Is what I'm looking for. So again, that will put me 3 for 1. But technically, because I'm green on it, I should be what 4-0, but I'm not. I'll be fair. I keep the stats the way it should be. 3 for 1. So I'm happy with that. Square seems like it wants to pop. Nvidia is giving us exactly what we want. I want a little bit more of a push on this Apple, but do I take this gain? I mean, it is looking pretty nice right now. I'm happy with it. Take it and run. Take it and run. Take profits and run. I'm talking about Apple. It put me back green. I can take it and run, but I want 182.12. At 182.12, trying to ask him. See if anybody will respond. Should I take it and run, guys? What do you guys think? Take the Apple or run, or let it run more? I am on it on the option side. This is the equity side. What do you want to do, Mark? What do you want to do? Let's put the position. Spreads, not too bad. 4, 5, 6 spreads. Come on, can I get the pop? I don't want to get caught into everybody else taking profits right into that 182.12 spot. I am. What do you want to do? Do we get the pop? We are coming off the bottom. Spies push. I mean, market looks beautiful, but again, we just went green. It's not like I can trim the position, because if I trim position, then I don't take all my gains. Let's take profits. All right, guys, I am out of Apple on the equity side. I took profits. I'm happy with that. So green now on the Apple trade. 3 for 1 on the day. Cool with that. If it does pull back, and the reason why I took it, I didn't think it was worth me trying to push a couple more cents to get that spot. And if people started taking profits, see, so perfect timing, nailed it. Thank you. And I don't want to get caught up on the pullback and have to wait for everything again on the equity side. Not doing it. Nice call to get out. Even if push higher, it can push higher. I know it can push higher, but I'm playing this on the option side. So no need for me to get greedy on the equity side. So that was a great call. Perfect timing. I am so happy with that exit. Green on the day. Can't complain about that. The win streak continues. Nice. All right, so that's that. Again, 182 on Apple. Just probably pull back, test this trend, and then try to curl up and take this 182.12 out. You take 182.12 out, you can start pushing higher towards that 182.67 area. Just my thoughts. I talk to myself a lot, I'm pretty sure, right? Yeah, I know I do. It's just the way that I stay in trades and don't try to psych myself out of a trade. Because when I talk out what I'm seeing, what happens is I stay in trades. Whether I'm doing it live or not, this is just how I trade. I just talk to myself. It's a lonely world in this game. So again, the pullback, let's see what happens. I'm okay with that. Happy I got out. And another reason why I do the live videos, guys, I do go back and watch every one of my live videos and see what I could have went wrong. It helps me see what I'm doing wrong when I'm trading. What did I miss? So that's why I do these recordings now. It actually helps me a whole lot. So I will go back and probably look at what I didn't see on Square. Why did I jump out? What freaked me out? Why didn't I have confidence on it? What could have I done different when I watched that video tonight? Yeah, and that's what I'll probably be doing with that. Today I'm not as happy with my trading. One, I feel as if Apple got the best of me, and I feel as if Square got the best of me. My emotions is what I'm speaking of. I didn't control my emotions today on the equity side on both of them. I don't know if it probably took too much size. I thought it was a decent size that I can control, but probably went a little too heavy on them. I didn't scale. Listen, both trades I didn't scale in, which was always a no-no. I actually went in full size on them, trying to make that quick buck, and I think that's probably what freaked me out today. I'll go back and break down what I did wrong, but I am happy I did take that profit here on Apple. It's still pulling back. See, I would have had to go through all this. Wasn't worth it. Went green overall on Apple equity trade. Why not just take the profits? Hey, thanks, Les. Listen, I do this all day long, and it's just me talking to myself with trading. And I just try to see what I'm seeing, and if I speak it out, I feel as if I hear myself saying it, it makes me do certain things. Like here, I mean, if I wasn't talking to myself, I probably would have psyched myself out because I've seen this big drop. But once I was telling myself, hey, you have a consolidation here. I mean, your risk is 73, not a bad risk. Everything was setting up. And when I took it here, I said to myself a 13-cent risk. Still not a bad risk on the size I had. And then I got the move I was looking for. And went overall green on the trade, so made up the losses and went green, which was a plus. Sometimes you don't get that, especially what I was down with on that trade. I was a little upset with myself that I took it here. Clear bear. If you look at it, clear bear flag forming. Just look at it. So again, that's things I'll go back and review tonight. Here's the pullback, held. Now I think we're going to try to push towards that 182.12 spot, but I'm okay with that. See what happens. Square finally breaking out of that range, but again, another one I have option contracts on. No need to force it. We won twice on that this morning, so I won't force it. And I just don't look at this. Oh my gosh. See this range? So to get true direction now, you have to pop this to push it. I'm fine not trying to scalp that again. Apple gave me enough, worked my nerves this morning with the size I had. I'm not doing it again. Lance, yeah. Oh, you trade futures, Lance? You like it? I don't trade futures. It's just so you might get more of a, you might have more of a understanding in it. But where are we? Let me look at. I haven't. Oh, nailed it. Sorry, that just tells you how consumed I was. And there goes Apple in this damn Apple trade. Apple and Square kind of threw me off today. We're still in it green with it, but there it goes. It's trying to curl back up now, and it'll push. But, oh well. We're green. Not sweating it. I get you on the option side. Let you work for me. But yeah, here it is, guys. There goes the future spot. Boom. We nailed it. We're walking this baby up. We can possibly bring these up so far. I don't trade this. Just gives me a feel of the overall market. And I got certain levels I look for on this, and that tells me how SPY should be trading. And if this is pushing, that's telling me once we hit this level, we should almost have my SPY level knocked out. We should almost be there. And that's how I just gauge it. I guess I got a sick mind of how I do all this, but and that's what I'm looking for. So we almost got our SPY spot, 281.17. We're probably 87, 281.87 is what I'm looking here. If we can get that and pop that, that's going to be very key on the market. I think a lot of people are watching this level, but let's see how it reacts, and then that would tell me if I should keep this on my chart. Love to see how this reacts. Might have cut Apple off too early, but I'm fine with that. Square finally coming out of the range. Need you to break out of range. So market is pushing right now. Wants more upside, which is look nicely. Yeah, I wouldn't buy these new highs. You have to wait for a pullback. If you didn't get it down here from this morning, I wouldn't. Listen, you can get hurt chasing this stuff up here. As you can see, I'm not even. I tried Apple today, and the reason why I was trading Apple, because Apple was one of the only ones that I really saw had a nasty pull in the morning. And that's why I was trying to bounce that, because I was looking at the overall market and seeing that everything else is still holding up. So I felt as if I could have got it here, and this is why I jumped in too early. And that's why this time, the second time around, I waited for that trend break for me to jump in. And that's when I took it. But no, everything is kind of, yeah, made nice pushes. Chasing up here, it get you hurt. You got to wait for some kind of decent pullback. So grab puts on the market, if anything, if you're trying to take something back down. But chasing up here, you're going to get creamed. Everything is extended. And Apple, just all day slow. Only reason why I traded it. Lex, are you ready for I'm no longer in equity, so everything else is on the option side, babe. So if you want to go grab breakfast, headphones. You ready? So, okay, guys, with that being said, I got to go get breakfast. All I've been doing is drinking coffee. I need to go get something to eat. So, again, guys, great morning. I can say I was 4-0, but I'm not. I was 3 for 1. Green on the day overall. Green on Apple as well. The one that gave me a little trouble, so I'm happy with that. I don't overtrade, so I don't lose money. Today, I did more trading than I normally would do. So I will be shutting down here. And again, guys, I'll be back at it tomorrow. If you like what you're hearing, please subscribe to the channel. Give me a like if you like what you saw today. And I'll keep trading live. Again, guys, take care. Enjoy your day, your rest of your day trading. I am out for the day. So see you tomorrow, guys.